Max, tell me, with all the pressure going on and all the heat in that situation, take us to the wherewithal when you see someone in distress, what your mind was telling you in that moment to go over to the linesman.
But it's always scary situations, when these type of things happen, and then a heat stroke is a serious thing, and so I just ran over him and assess how physically his physical conditions were, and so. I was happy that he was conscious, so that was great. He was happy to communicate with me, and just I could assist him until the professionals arrive on the spot. But it's never fun when we have situations like this.
But you've been through enough of these. You had your own medical situation as well in the MLS Cup final. But what do you have to do mentally to kind of, because you're so switched on in that game, you're having to deal with the heat, organizing your back line at the same time. But what is it in your brain that clicks on when you see someone in distress to say none of this other stuff matters? I'm going to go over there.
No, I mean you got to stay calm. You got to stay calm and really assess the situation. It's like fragment of seconds. Everything goes so slow in these moments, but your brain switch off. Football does not matter at that time. You got a human being on the ground, so just trying to do everything you can to help the situation.
And what is your knowledge then of first aid? In that situation that led you to say, okay, I'm going to go over there.
Well, the linesman was face down on the grass, so not a typical situations, and so I had to run over there, and obviously I should have put it on his side and everything, but just try to calm him down and get the breathing right. That was the first thing, and then obviously assess that he did not swallow his tongue, and so that was a fantastic news, and he was able to speak to me, and so we were able to calm things down and then get back into his spirit.
And was it you who asked Comnable for an update, or did they give you one right after the game?
I asked the journalist. How was the situation with him.
And ultimately, where are you mentally now in this tournament where you can balance the things that are not important with making critical saves at a critical time towards the end of the game?
I mean, I like Argentina, like Peru. Chile will be another war and another challenge for us, and for me, it's to answer the phone call when it happens, when I have to be strong in the back for the team, and there's always moments against quality opponents that it's gonna arrive. So you just gotta make sure that you're really tuned in every moment of the game.
But you also, I guess, in that moment showed yourself that as much as you're tuned into the game, you also recognize the things that are sometimes far more important than football.
Yeah, 100%.
And rest and recovery, very quickly. There was a lot of energy spent in that game against Peru. From a goalkeeper's perspective, having to sit in the sun as much as you did, what do you have to do for yourself over the next few days?
The recovery phase is over. Now it's preparation. Today I got out there, as you can see, had a great sweat, but prepare well on the situations that we will face against Chile. They're really good in the offensive third, having small combination on top of the 18, and then putting wide in back for a cross. And so try to replicate some of those cutbacks, and then obviously seeing some cross tomorrow, some cutbacks, some reaction, and being sharp physically and mentally, and then off we go again.